Today we're going to talk about categorical data. We're going to organize this data using a frequency table. So a table typically has two columns. In the first column is our variable, in this case gender. So we have male and female. In the second column we have our counts. The 14 represents there are 14 males, and then the 18 is 18 females. A relative frequency table looks at this in terms of percents. Again, in the first column we have our variable gender with male and female, and then in the second column we have our percents. There are 14 out of 32 males, which is 44%, and there are 18 out of 32 females, which is 56%. Now, to organize this data, we want to look at how we can graph categorical data. One type is called a bar chart. In a bar chart, our x-axis is our variable or gender, and the y-axis is our frequency, in other words, our counts. So you can see that the male and the female have bars that represent the number of males and females. Now, I could reorganize this and put the females first and then the males second. Also, you'll notice that the bars do not touch each other. For categorical data, the bars should never be touching each other. Now, we could look at these bar charts also in terms of our relative frequency. Notice on the y-axis, we have from 0 to 0.6. Again, we have our bars for males and females, and again, they're not touching each other. Another type is segmented bar chart. In this case, we have the males and the females, and also the college in which they attend, whether it's in-state or out-of-state. Now, looking at these, we have males, and for the red we have in-state, the blue is out-of-state. And we can see that there are 35 males, the 14 and the 21, that represent the number of males. We have 28 females, and you can see from the graph that the red represents the in-state and the blue represents out-of-state. Now, what's even better is if we look at this in terms of percents. You can see that we have 14 in-state males out of a total of 35 males. That equals 40%. And 21 out-of-state males out of 35, that represents the 60%. For the females, we have 18 out of 25 that are in-state, and for out-of-state females, we have 10 out of 28. So looking at the bar chart, you can see that both bars will add up to 100%, and this is a little more telling in terms of how we can compare these without even actually knowing the numbers. Another type of graph that is representative of categorical data is called a pie chart. You can see that we have a pie that's going to add up to 100%. We've shaded the light blue male because that's 14 out of 32, which is 44%. For the female, we have the dark blue, which is 18 out of 32, which is 56%.